Here in Langley, British Columbia for the BC Boys 3A Provincial Basketball Semifinals here on TFSCTV.ca. I'm Max Sussman. With me is Zach Griffin. Zach, Duchess Park hot in the first quarter, less hot in the second quarter against this Tupper Tigers team.
That's putting it mildly, going 8 for 11 in the first quarter, dropping to 5 of 19 in the second quarter. The complete defensive change, that's going to be a foul called on Sheraton as he kind of got tied up there. But yeah, complete defensive adjustment made by Charles Tupper. Just kind of shut down the offense. The big thing, though, for the scoring-wise of the Condors, 20-4, the points off turnovers advantage for Duchess Park. The half-court offense, apart from that early surge where they're hitting all their threes, and that's another foul. I think that's one's going to be on Dunkerley, if I'm not mistaken.
It's either Dunkerley or Tobias.
It's on Tobias.
That's 3 on Tobias to go along with the 2 on Dunkerley. So foul trouble for the
Everyone.
bigs. Foul trouble for the bigs, but big foul trouble for the Condors. Lewis draws the contact in, finishes over Tobias. Amir Zenyulahovic has 3. Caleb Lyons has 3. Tanner Cruz has 3. This ball corralled by Cook. Another turnover created by the Condors.
So yeah, off the make, and they're setting up that press again. But now they're a little bit more refreshed. And they got to get stops and start hitting these easy ones at the basket like that.
DJ Lackinsey has got 7 points. That paces. No, never mind. Who's that? Tobias? Tobias has 13. I don't know. Lackinsey's have been more exciting points, I guess. I've just noticed
they
them more.
stand out.
Dunkerley in foul trouble with Zenyulahovic driving on him. Does a good job to get vertical. And Zach Tupper stayed in the locker room until about 30 seconds left. They just kind of ran onto the court from the locker room.
Didn't get a chance to any shots in between in the halftime break. Jeff Gourley, a lot to talk about. There's been a lot of effort, but not a lot of execution. A lot of mistakes made in this one.
But it's easier to improve execution than it is on effort generally. You either give effort or you don't.
Yeah, so if you're a coach, you're happy. Now you just want to see the guys execute a little bit better. But yeah, now you've seen the pressure that the Condors can deliver. Now how do you adjust to it? You knew that the surge was going to be there. You know the pressure was going to be thrown on you immediately. You've seen it now. Here's how we adjust. Here's how we react accordingly. We've seen it now. We're used to it. Now get over it.
But as good as Jackson Cook was in that first half, he was really the only Condor who was scoring. You take away his 6 of 10 from the field, 7 for 20 as a team, Duchess Park, including as like that 8 for 11 first quarter. It was mostly Jackson Cook going 4 for 4.
Yeah, and he's accounted for 14 of the 34 points. And a lot of those points have just been easy runouts after steals. 10 turnovers in that first half for Charles Tupper, leading to 20 points. That's incredible efficiency.
That's a 2-point per possession, which is, you want 1. You're aiming for 1 point per possession.
Yeah, exactly, and you're doubling that? Yeah, not bad.
Tupper answering with their own 2-2-1, and in the middle of it, Dunkerley and Tobias, great length around half court for that trap. Tanner Cruz across the timeline, and the Condors will get into their offense 10 seconds into the shot clock. Lyons driving on Dunkerley, lost the handle, out of bounds. A lot of just like dribbling errors in this ball game. Some nerves here, as you'll often see in high leverage games. This is, for a lot of these kids, the biggest game that they'll play in unless they win.
Of course, and there's the next game.
But just getting used to playing in this building as well. You'll see a lot of shots missed. Lackinsey, the 3, no good. Rebound. Oh, Sheraton had it, but he lost it. Kieran Sheraton has been a rebounding machine at 5'10", just out jumping guys. He's got 3 offensive boards already as the Condors answer at the other end. Maestre and Sheraton trying to break this press. We'll get it in. Lackinsey just steps into the 3-ball, got it. DJ Lackinsey makes it a 10-point game.
And finally a 3 drops for them. That's only their second one of the ball game. They had gone 1 of 9 before that one. Actually 1 of 10 because the one previous they had missed. So yeah, that first half shooting woes from any distance was a problem for Tupper.
Lyons, Cruz now. Cruz has not scored in this one. Lyons has. Kicks out, Cruz open triple, good closeout. And it affected the shot, did DJ Lackinsey. But another offensive board for the Condors. Full shot clock reset. If you got a 10-point lead, you don't mind using an extra 30 seconds. Cook kicks for Cruz. The floater, Cruz, no. Tobias, the rebound. And the length of Luke Tobias inside continues to provide a decent backline to this defense. 3-ball, Maestre, no. Rebound, Tobias, and it's a jump ball. Another jump ball favoring Tupper.
But the Condors had it at the start of the half.
There's been 3 tied balls. They've all gone to Sir Charles Tupper. Inside, Tobias tied up. He'll get it up onto the rim, no good. Just kind of rushed it. Cook, oh, the crossover dribble, the finish, no. And a blocking foul called on Liam Stanley. No, it'll be on Kieran Sheraton on the push. That's 2 on Sheraton in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to maybe get Stanley trying to draw the charge, but they're saying a push was what caused the foul instead.
Cook hits the free throw. 1 for 2 from the line today. Misses the second. Rebound, Dunkerley. Tobias. Fouled by Connor Lewis.
And Lewis is kind of putting his hands in the air. When you could see he knew that the contact was going to happen. He lowered the shoulder to brace for it. But that in itself is the initiating the contact the referees are looking for. They're looking at your torso area to see where the contact happens. When you lower that shoulder, you're basically saying, yep, I'm anticipating the contact that's happening, and that's where the foul happens.
So Amir Zenyulahovic back on the floor with 3 fouls. Lackinsey step back 3, no. Another Condor in foul trouble, though, as Connor Lewis took his 3rd there. So Cruz, Amir Zenyulahovic, Lyons, all with 3. In addition to Connor Lewis, 4 guys in foul trouble from their starting lineup. Jackson Cook has been the star of this one so far. Stymied, but a 3-ball. Amir Zenyulahovic hits it. And that's what the Zenyulahovic twins do better than anything else, is draw bigs away from the basket and drain 3s on them.
And and the more that happens, the more the driving lanes are going to open up and kind of spread this defense a little bit open. The cracks will start to form.
Oh, what a feed. Dunkerley found Tobias cutting. A little big-on-big passing action. Amir. Sorry, that's Tony. Nah, they're both on the floor together. Now I'm going to start making the mistake. Cook. Dribbled it out of bounds. What a play by Noah Bossis. Just got his hand on the ball. Noah Bossis is bringing nothing but energy off the bench for this Tigers team.
Yeah, dribbling is all rhythm. If you just get a hand in there and just disrupt that rhythm for just a second, because you're not looking at the basketball, that's enough sometimes, just knocking it away. So sometimes, just got to get a little bit of a touch and good things will happen. This Tupper team's done a very good job at that.
Bossis gets to his spot. Can't hit the shot, though. And it's out of bounds off the hand of Matt Dunkerley. For a guy with that name, he's not dunked enough today.
I imagine he gets that a lot.
Benny Bradford in for Dunkerley, who's struggling in this one. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 fouls.
The old 2x2.
The wrong kind of triple-double. Amir Zenyulahovic hounded by Bossis. Cook goes right at Bossis. Tony Zenyulahovic hits the 3.
And if both Zenyulahovic's are out there, oh my goodness, this thing just opens up so much for Duchess Park. But the perimeter defense has been outstanding, but it doesn't really matter if the bigs are just going to hit from the outside and let it bomb.
Screen from Bradford. Bossis, step back 3. No. Rebound, Benny Bradford's got it. Reset for Tupper with 4 left in the 3rd. Bossis. Oh, the scoop shot. Noah Bossis Pulling out all sorts of tricks. A lot of shooting out there for Duchess Park right now, though. Cruz crosses over on Tobias. That's Tony Zanilahovic, his three, long in the rebound. Controlled by Liam Stanley. At some point, it just comes down to can Tupper actually hit some shots because they're getting looks. Tobias drives on Zanilahovic. The fadeaway, no. The rebound, Lions will push with Tanner Cruz. Into the corner, Cook driving, lot of contact, no whistle. Benny Bradford just stood him up there, a brick wall of a defender.
And I do like that no whistle, just let the contact happen. And the basketball just happened to hit the little stanchion behind the basket where the whistle came from. But yeah, that was like a freight train brick wall situation.
It's so clear sometimes when one guy on the court is just way stronger than everybody else, and that's Benny Bradford anytime he's on the court. No momentum. He was just standing there, and Cook bounced off of him. Tupper across the timeline. Is it 10 seconds or 8 seconds?
8 seconds.
It's 8. Okay, they got an extra second there then. Bradford sets the pick. Maestre into the corner. Stanley fires. Long. Rebound Cook.
Not the look you want if you're Tupper. Still a lot of time on the shot clock. That your first, not even kind of open look to kind of fire that one. Stanley's been giving them great minutes defensively, but hasn't really been able to hit offensively, much like most of these Tuppers players.
That's on Liam Stanley. First on Stanley, Basas checks out. Here's Cook with 14 seconds and points, actually. Zanilahovic to Zanilahovic. Stanley nearly took it away, but a travel call as Amir rolled over trying to get the ball to his brother. And is that going to be a delay of game warning after the shot? I believe so. That's what I love about Karn Dillon. He'll just give you warnings.
Yep.
Instead of making technical foul calls. Loose ball, Bradford and Zanilahovic tied up. A little bit of stank on that tied ball. It'll be Duchess Park with 2:01 to go. 13-point lead in what has been a bit of a rock fight here.
Yeah. My rock's bigger than your rock?
Yeah, we're just throwing rocks at each other.
Yeah, it's been a grind 'em out type game, and another unforced error really on Duchess Park. They're leaving the door open.
They're leaving the door open, unlocked, the screen door's open.
There's a welcome sign.
Yeah, there's a welcome mat. There's one of those things where you can brush the stuff off your boots. They're saying, come on in. The unforced errors. And there's another one for this time. The Condors can't finish. Tanner Cruz is struggling in this one. Sheraton across the timeline. Here's Maestre. They want to post up Bradford. Benny Bradford is looking for Maestre, who just went a little bit too low into the corner for him.
Well, he was trying to make the pass because the cut from Maestre was going to the corner, and that's where you want in that one. He started to make his spin, so that would have been the open look, but he was passing it to where he was at the time of the cut as opposed to where he was going to be, so it went behind him. But you want to be in that corner there because that was the opening space.
Tony Zanilahovic, oh, what a cross-court pass. Lions makes it count. 16-point lead for Duchess Park.
And that was such a great back screen set to open him up. No one tracked him, and I don't think anyone thought that pass was going to be able to get through.
Both Zanilahovic is just very skilled, if undersized, big men. Sheraton inside, kicks for Luke Tobias. Now Bradford with 8. Bradford dishes, Sheraton. A lot of contact, no whistle. Jackson Cook will get out and run. Cruz, 30 seconds left in the quarter. They'll post up Amir Zanilahovic. Another cross-court pass, Cook. He can't make that one count, but the offensive rebound, Tony Zanilahovic makes it count. And all of a sudden, the Condors have opened up an 18-point lead.
Yeah, they've been able to to cancel out their mistakes by getting these late ones and a chance to make it 20 points going into the fourth.
Cruz couldn't hit it. The rebound, Tony Zenilahovic. Do they count it? No. And he'll be shooting free throws anyway because they're in the bonus. It's on Benny Bradford. So despite the foul trouble, the Condors still haven't had anybody take a fourth foul yet, which is impressive. They've only committed one foul in this half so far. We'll get some late subs.
They're getting basically anyone in foul trouble off the floor just to make sure they don't pick up a fourth in this dying seconds.
Except for the shooter, Tony Zenilahovic.
Well, you can't take that one off.
Misses the free throw. Can make it a 19-point lead. He won't. Bradford gets the rebound. Lakinsay, three-quarter court. No good. Nearly put it in the Zamboni area. We'll take a break. Back with the fourth in just a moment. 48-30, Duchess Park leads. Sir Charles Tupper here on TFSETV.ca. Welcome back to the Langley Event Center here as we get the fourth quarter underway in the first of two BC Boys 3A semifinals here on TFSETV.ca. I'm Max Sussman. With me is Zach Griffin. Zach, Tupper really struggling to score the basketball in that third quarter.
Only 9 points scored in that quarter, 31% from the floor. They've just, struggling to score the basketball in general this entire game. Overall, they're shooting 12 of 42. 29% from the floor.
And a lot of it has been layups.
Yes.
Like they've just been, not open layups, but layups.
Contested ones, sure. I mean, you still expect to hit about 50% of those kind of close ones, even if they are challenged. And they're not. They're just, there's layups, and then they've also now left 10 points at the free throw line. They've had, like we said, they've had their chances.
That shot, by the way, from Matt Dunkerley, his second field goal attempt of the game. So to answer our question from the beginning of the game, yes, Duchess Park has what it takes to neutralize the big man. Luke Tobias has had a much better game. He's got 15 points, 6 boards, 6 of 14 from the floor.
They have to make a substitution. Amir Zenilahovic kind of has a cut on his knee, so he's bleeding. So they've one Zenilahovic for the other.
Plug and play, really. Last free throw here for Sheraton is good.
Their stat lines are almost exactly the same, except for 2 more points. 2 of 3, 3 of 5, 7 points there versus 5 points, 3 rebounds each. Each made a 3.
Maestre steals it. Maestre to the rim, no. Sheraton the rebound, no. It pops out to Cook. They're gonna press even off missed shots. They'll trap Cruz. Cook. Zenilahovic back to Cook. Jackson Cook has 15. Tanner Cruz just 2 points. Cook, 3 seconds. Here's Lyons, gets inside. Lyons kicks with 1, and it's not going to count. Too late on the shot from Caleb Lyons. And one thing you can say about Tupper, despite being down 17, the defense has been phenomenal.
Yeah, they're not going to go quietly into this sweet night. And they've, even though they've allowed 42% from the floor, there was like that 73% bombardment in the first quarter has kind of skewed those numbers.
Gurley looking for a foul call there.
Yeah, take out that first quarter. They've gone. Duchess Park has gone 11 of 34 from the field. That's really, really good.
You take out Jackson Cook. 13 of 32. It's really just been the shooting of Jackson Cook and a couple open layups on breakaways.
Yeah, 23-6, the points off turnover differential.
It's hard to win a game like that. Lions inside, no. Sorry, that was Connor Lewis. Tupper, they need to go quick. They need to score points in bunches here. DJ Lackinsey. High post Tobias, low post Dunkerley, spins off the window, and one. And that's the X factor. If they can get Matt Dunkerley going, I mean, 15 points in 8 minutes is very much doable.
It's very doable. There's still plenty of time left in this ball game, and like we said in the first quarter, we saw how quickly you can put up points. When we saw that Kelowna game, they had 39 points in a 10-minute quarter. So if you can get hot.
That's like unheard of, though, at this tournament.
If you put in an NBA game, you put up 39 points, good for you, well done. That's really good. In a 10-minute quarter?
Matt Dunkerley now 1 of 7 from the free throw line today. Doing his best Shaq impression. Nice feed inside. Amir Zenyulahovic finishes over Lackinsey.
And whenever they need a Duchess Park respond with great ball movement, great cutting, their offense, when it's been on, has looked so pretty. Tupper's done a very good job of making it look very unpretty a lot of the time in this ball game.
Into the corner. Maestre.
Oh, wow.
Up and under, no. The rebound. Maestre took it away from Dunkerley. They'll reset up top. Might have been better off just letting Dunkerley get that with position. Tobias, the double comes. He spins away from it. The fade, no. The offensive rebound, no. It looked like Basas had that, but it was Amir Zenyulahovic. Cruz hands off. Lions, hair trigger. 3 is good. 20-point lead for Duchess Park.
And you don't really like the early shot, but you like the result. When you have an open look from a shooter on a catch and shoot, it's hard to turn that down.
Lions now has 11. Maestre. Tough shot again for Maestre. Rebounded by Connor Lewis. Here's Cruz with 7 minutes left. Duchess Park trying to punch their ticket to the big dance. The 3 is good, and 1. Caleb Lyons is starting to heat up. He's got 14. And a 4-point play opportunity here for Duchess Park. They lead by 23, timeout Tupper.
That's really starting to feel like a dagger at this point. You had the 3, the possession before, and now a chance at a 4-point play.
It's gut check time, and Caleb Lyons is answering the call for Duchess Park.
You knew whichever player could really start to make a difference, could get hot next, had a chance to swing this ball game either way. If someone could get hot for Tupper, you thought maybe they had a chance still at clawing back into this. But it's been Caleb Lyons. 6 quick points, chance to make it 7 on back-to-back possessions. Really feels like it's putting the nail in the coffin at this point.
The number 1 seed Duchess Park Condors came so close last season. They want a piece of Vernon this year. Vernon's gonna have to get through the next game though.
GW Graham has said things, you know, sometimes they haven't had the right breaks here and there, but you get the feeling one of these years they're gonna put a tournament run together, but stepping right in their way. That Vernon team, that offensive line that is.
Yeah, Isaiah Ondrick and the Vernon football team.
Yes.
Vernon 2-time back-to-back 2A football champions, undefeated last season. I wonder how many games they lost this season. The Okanagan, always a hotbed for great football. In the BC Junior Football League that the Langley Rams are in, the Okanagan Sun are incredible. Like, they win 62-7 all the time. Joe Cornish, a product of that program, former Calgary Stampeder. And I'm drawing a blank on the BC Lions running back from that era, was also an Okanagan Sun. He played in Nanaimo for the Redmen, and then he went to the Okanagans. I'm not gonna get it. Somebody out there, help me out. Tweet at Zach Griffin 13. Lackensay misses the three. Is that your Twitter handle? Did I get it right?
Is, correct.
Nice. No prep. 6:20 to go here. Duchess Park trying to run out the clock on this first semifinal.
So now they're really going to try and milk every second off that 30-second shot clock that they can. I wouldn't even try to attack until it's at least 10 seconds.
Lions turned it over. Derek Lee with the steal. Lackensay 2 on 3. He'll just take it himself and he's fouled. That is on Connor Lewis, his 4th. A little bit too late. You wanted to get one of these Condors in foul trouble to their 4th or 5th in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that was really the time to kind of go at them. But only one foul whistled against the Condors in that 3rd quarter.
Just 4 in the second half now.
Yeah, they really let them play, really let them bang it out. And and it continues to be the struggling free throw line. Now 4 of 14.
4 of 16 because of the 2 misses by Dunkerley. So that's 12 points you could have. Could be 57-45 if you hit your free throws. Lackensay hits the second. Cook in no rush, laying inside for Tony Zenulovic to his brother. You think they've run that play a couple times?
You think they've practiced at the, all right, here we draw the chalk at the driveway.
The high-low.
The high-low, here's where we cut. Yeah, the interior passing between those two brothers has been something special to watch.
They've really been the backbone. Them and Jackson Cook have been the backbone of this team for about 3 seasons. Lackensay, step back, corner 3, no. Tupper continues to just not be able to buy a bucket. Somebody needs to check on that rim. Is there a lid over it? An anti-Tupper lid? It's one of those one-way only lids, like it works for the Condors, but it doesn't for the Tigers.
Tupperware lid kind of thing?
Ooh, I like the pun. Tony Zenulovic.
I'm good for like one a year, maybe.
One good pun a year. Zach, once a year Griffin. I'm Max Sussman. Bassos over to Lackensay. It's going to take a miracle here for Tupper. Screen from Tobias. Bassos with 6. Bassos inside, floater. No, the rebound. Lee has it knocked away. Other side of the floor, Caleb Lyons rushes it. Tupper's got it. Gurley's yelling, you gotta push.
They have to, their time is ticking away. They gotta get shots up and quickly, and more importantly, hit them.
Zenulovic to Zenulovic on the steal. And Caleb Lyons will slow it down for the Condors. Lions 7 points here in the 4th. 7 of the 11 for the Condors. Amir Zenulovic driving on Tobias. Tough shot, partially blocked. Lackensay the rebound. Tobias will fire the 3. No good, the rebound. Bassos right back to him. He'll fire the 3. No good, and it's going to be out of bounds. Condors ball. And that is the story of this game. So much good offensive rebounding for Tupper. The effort's there. The defense has been great. They can't hit a shot.
Yeah, 11 offensive rebounds coming into this quarter, and add a number to that in this 4th quarter. They've done a great job of crashing the glass, which we thought they would have the advantage. They've gotten so many good looks. But 4 points in this 4th quarter ain't gonna win you many ball games.
Once again, basketball fans, up next, the 2nd quarterfinal, the 2nd seed.
Semifinal, I should say.
Semifinal, rather, the 2nd seed Vernon Panthers in their beautiful Washington Wizards-esque jerseys up against GW Graham, the Grizzlies. Trying to finally, after years of flaming out in this tournament, put together they've already put together a good run.
Yeah, got to the semis. That's always a good thing.
They're trying to make it count, though, and win themselves the title. Tobias tied up, ripped away in a jump ball, and it'll be Duchess Park ball. What a play by Tony Zenulovic. If the whistle came a split second later, he was just taking that ball away.
Yeah, and he had the opportunity maybe to try and draw the charge, elected to take the hit, stay vertical. Yeah, and Tobias, for as non-traditional, the size-wise of the Zenulovics, they've done such a good job at just challenging at the rim and staying vertical and just making those layups so difficult for Tupper.
Talking about vertical, Tobias just got a hand up and it ruined Lewis's layup attempt. Oh, what a feed from Lackensay. Sheridan finishes, still down 23 though. They need about 10 points a minute.
That's a lot to ask for.
Not impossible, just highly improbable. They need to get some turnovers here. Lions, baseline, rejected by Lackensay. DJ Lackensay. Maybe left it a bit too late, but he's having one heck of a fourth quarter here.
Again, this has been such a grind him out defensive affair. The offensive highlight's going to be few and far between for Tupper. But yeah, they've done such a good job of battling both these teams have. Just one team found a little bit of an offensive surge in the first quarter, and the other one has yet to find it, really.
Lackensay gets a switch, gets Dunkerley on a smaller player, into the corner. Stanley steps into the three, it's long. The rebound is the smallest player on the floor. Cole Lang's got it. Lang inside. The layup is good. Lewis ices this game. 25 points with 100 seconds left. Dunkerley misses again. And what a job Duchess Park has done on Matt Dunkerley as they'll bring in their bench. Duchess Park, the best defensive effort we've seen in the 3A tournament all tournament. Holding this Tupper Tigers team to 36 points with 90 seconds left.
And the Tupper team that was so battle-tested, had been through so many wars already, have played so many games coming in. This is, I think, their 43rd game of their season.
That's crazy talk.
That's a lot of games.
You look at, what was the school from Haida Gwaii?
Katunga Tlatska 9.
Nailed it. 9 games, right? Or 10 games?
8-2 coming into the tournament.
Amazing. Load management. Schlick lost the handle. And one thing you can take home with you if you're Jeff Gurley is your team worked. Like, they didn't give up on this game. They battled the entire way. It was really just like we talked about during the first quarter. It was that hot shooting in the first quarter. They're -9 since then, pretty much.
It's been,
It's not been that bad.
It hasn't been, with a 20-point lead, 21-point lead would kind of indicate. It's been very evenly played since then. Yeah, a little surge there as well down the stretch from Lions. But other than that, yeah, they've played them so evenly. But yeah, we've seen now back-to-back games from what we've seen that hot shooting first quarter can just put you out of a ball game because you can't rely on your own team to get that hot.
Lackensay steps into the three, got it. But again, too little, too late for Tupper as we enter the final minute of play, down 18. Duchess Park is going to the finals, folks. Lackensay fouled, he'll shoot a pair. First foul called on Ethan Wood, who has not played yet until now, today. Tupper 6 of 20 from the free throw line. Quick math, that's 30%. It's not good. 3 ball, Stanley, no.
Yeah, there's so much you can look back on for this game as to what went wrong for Tupper. You can see like the layups that missed, the hot shooting from Duchess Park. But yeah, leaving 15 points in a game you losing by 18 just due to free throws. That stings a little bit more. But yeah,
But that's not something
You cannot
really coach. You got to rely on your players to want to get good at shooting free throws.
Yeah.
Because that's something you just got to do yourself.
And sometimes you can just have one of those kind of free throw shooting games too. We talk about a team getting hot and cold. Free throws is part of that as well. A cold day shooting free throws is not the kind of way you want to lose a game. But yeah, when you get into a hole and you're trying to claw your way back out. Both these teams, by the way, have also been missing their free throws. Duchess Park, 4 of 10 coming into this fourth quarter. Combined 8 of 23 after 3 quarters of play between these two teams. So both these teams, whoever was winning was going straight to the gym to practice their free throw shooting one way or another.
Ball out of bounds off the leg of Matt Dunkerley. It'll be Benjamin Dick to inbound. Duchess Park doesn't really have to take a shot, but they'll probably opt to turn it over. And they'll let the shot clock expire, and once Tupper inbounds the basketball, Duchess Park will have punched their ticket to the finals. And that will do it. Duchess Park, by the score of 61-43, are headed to the finals. What they couldn't pull off last season, they have pulled off this season. They will meet the winner of our next semifinal, GW Graham versus Vernon. Zach Griffin, give me your player of the game.
It's got to be Jackson Cook, really the one player who had any kind of offensive efficiency in this one. The way he was able to get the team going in that first half and just kept continuously hitting bigger and bigger shots down that stretch. It's got to be the player of the game.
We'll be back in a few minutes with the second semifinal. That's Vernon versus GW Graham. Once again, Duchess Park is headed to the finals with a 61-43 win over Sir Charles Tupper. For Zach Griffin and everybody else here at the LEC, I'm Max Sussman.